Hello, today I am going to show you how to create this beautiful open world environment in Unreal Engine quickly. Let's open Unreal Engine first. Now we will have to create a new project. So click on Games, then click on Third Person. Leave this as it is. If you want starter content, you can tick this one, but I don't require it, so I am turning it off. Now rename your project. Then press create button and your project will be created to this location. If you want to change this location, click here and now you can change your location. Then click on this select folder and your location will be changed. I have already created a project, so I am cancelling it. After you have created your project, it will look like this. So go to content drawer. Now create a new folder. Now we have created a folder for this tutorial. Now right click and create a new level. Now save the level to open it. Now we have created a new level. So now we need to add some lighting. So go to the window and environment light mixer and create skylight, create atmospheric light, create sky atmosphere, create volumetric cloud and create height fog. Now you can close this. Now save by pressing Ctrl S. Now go to landscape mode, create a landscape. We need bigger landscape, so I am selecting 127 by 127. Enable edit layer should be on. Now click on create. Now move forward by pressing right click and W key. So this is our landscape. You can see this is a very big landscape. To increase camera speed, click this slider. Now if we want to come back to this view quickly, press Ctrl 1 and this will be saved. And whenever you press 1, it will come back to this point. Now select the biggest brush we can and start sculpting the landscape. If you press the mouse button and drag, it will start sculpting. But press Ctrl Z and delete it. Now we want to create pits in our landscape. So we need to press Shift key and then click the mouse button to create holes. Now create some random holes like this all over our landscape. Make it very random so it look natural. Go to selection mode. Now click on this plus icon. Then go to shapes and add this plane. Now increase the size. Now increase the size. Reduce this height. Now we need to change the material of this. But first of all, go to this edit and plugins. Then search for water and enable this water plugin. Tick this watermark. Yes. Then search for movie render queue and select both of these. Then it will ask you to restart your engine, so you will need to restart the engine. Now go to this material tab, click on here and search for pool and select this MI pool 2. Please notice, if you don't turn on water plugin, you won't be able to see these materials. So first of all, enable water plugin, then do this step. Now it looks little bit like water. So again, there is one more step. Go to this visual effects and select this planar reflection. Increase the scale. Reduce the height to 80. Now we can see the water, or beautiful water. Now let's change our landscape material. So select our landscape. So I am going to use a material created by someone else, and I have put the link for that material in the description. So go to that link, go to that video, and in that video you will find the link to download this material. And I suggest you watch that video to understand the material properties and parameters. And you can also learn to create the material and create the material yourself. After adding this material to this project, you will see this auto landscape. Click on this, go to materials and click on this MI landscape mountain material instance. Now close the content drawer and click on this arrow. Now we have changed our material, but we can't see it properly because there is one more step to follow. Go to landscape, paint mode and click on this plus icon and create weight blended layer. Now save, and do this for all these materials. See how beautiful material this is. If you want to use any other on your own material, you can also use them. Just use any grass material, as the material won't be very visible in final results. Now go to selection mode. Now let's add our trees. So I have given the link for this black elder tree in description. Go to that link and download the tree. Then add those three to your project. Now go to Epic Game Marketplace. Select this Megascans. And here you will be able to see this black elder tree. This is free. So click on the free icon. Now add to project. Now select the project you want it to add to and click add to project. I am not clicking it because I have already added it to my project. This is just to show you. So after you have added the black elder tree, you will see this black elder folder. Go to this folder, go to geometry, then simple wind, and add this tree number 2. Now let's add some rocks. Search for rocks. Search for this mossy forest boulder, then add these rocks. You can use any rocks you like. So I would suggest you download these round one type rocks. This one, this one, this one, this one. I have already downloaded some rocks, so I am not downloading them again. Now drag and drop those rocks here. Now you see this lighting is very reflective. So we are going to add a post-process volume. So go to the visual effect and add post-process volume. Now search for unbound and click this infinite extend unbound. Then search for exposure. Then click on this metering mode and set this to manual. Then click on this and set it to 10, 11, 12, 11.5. It looks good, 11.5. Your rocks may be different from mine, but don't worry, you can use any kind of rocks you like. If they are very small, increase the scale. If they are too big, you can also make them smaller. Press Ctrl D to duplicate. Now you have to create a pile of rocks. I am using spacebar to change these modes. You can press Shift to select all between the last one and first one and duplicate all of these rocks. Decrease the camera speed. Press Ctrl Z to select them again, just like I did. Now if you duplicate this, keep duplicating these rocks, you will be able to make a good pile of rocks. To change the angle of light, press Ctrl L. Sorry, Ctrl L, not Ctrl L, but press Alt L. Now we have created a proper pile of rocks. Now select all the rocks from here. Deselect the tree if it is selected. Now right click and create group, or also you can press Ctrl G. Now this is grouped, so if you move it, it will move together. Now place this tree on top of our rocks. If you think tree is too big, you can also make it smaller. Now select the both of them. Press 1 to go to our saved level. Now press Ctrl D and scatter them around our level. If you miss the select, press Ctrl Z to select it again. Now we have scattered these rocky trees on our level and it looks good. Now let's add some more trees. You can add as many different types of trees as you like. Make it more variable and more natural. Now let's add some grass to our level. So go to this pixel bridge, search for grass clumps and download these grass clumps. I have already downloaded it. After you download it, it will appear in Megascans and 3D plants and grass clumps. Go to the foliage mode. Add these grass clumps here. These grass clumps are very big, so let's scale it down. Increase the density. Now select all of this. I am also adding the grass here to cover up these edges of water, and it will also look good. If you take shots like this, the grass in water is look good. So now scatter this grass onto your wall level. If you put some grass on the trees, don't worry, you can remove it by pressing shift and click, and it will remove the grass. Then you can go over the tree with a smaller brush like this. So you got the point. You have to add this grass to this wall level. You can take your time and add the grass. I am not going to add it as it is going to take very long and tutorial will be very long. So you can pause the video and add the grass to your level, then come back again. Now let's add some mountains in background. Go to the marketplace and search for mountains. Now download this landscape background and add it to your project. After you have downloaded, it will appear as photo or backgrounds folder. Now go to this message, go to this summer one, mountain E or mountain D. You can select whichever mountain you like. Press 1. You can also duplicate this. And rotate it. After you have added the mountain, it will look like this. Now let's change our sky. So here I am going to use a sky sphere material and use this is sky shader. So to make this sky shader material, you will have to watch a video. So the video, so you, so to make the sky shader material, you can either click on the link given in description below to watch the video, or if you know how to create these nodes, you have knowledge about the nodes, you can click, you can make these same nodes as me and create this material. It is very easy. Or you can also watch the video. I suggest you watch the video because it provides many details and key points. The video is in Russian language, but don't worry, you can follow it and create the material. I also don't know Russian, but I was still able to create this, so you can also do that. After you have created this sky shader material instance, click on this. Now click on this plus icon and add a sphere. Increase the size. Now select these volumetric clouds and delete it. Now search for our sphere. Let's rename it Sky Sphere. Now click here and search sphere and select this SM sphere. Now select the sky shader material and click on the here. Now you can see the beautiful sky. If you change the size of the sphere, it will appear here or far. See, this looks very beautiful. Now change our location of direction light to the sun of the sky sphere. Now go to skylight and select specified cube map. Now select this HDRI cube map. Now the angle of this and this cube map angle should be same. If it is not same, your shadow will appear differently. Now let's change our sky properties. And for this HDRI, you can go to the poly heaven and browse HDRIs. Search Klopenheim. I have used this one. So first of all, you have to download this 16K EXR file. This is for our texture for the material instance. Then you have to go to HDR and download this 1K HDR file. This is for our specified cube map for skylight. So you have to download both of them. If you watch the tutorial about the sky shader, I have provided link in description. You will know more about it. So open the sky shader material. Reduce the brightness. You can change the sky color with this option. So if you play around with the settings, you will get a good grasp of these settings and you will be able to create a good sky for your need. It took me very long to get the sky settings I wanted for my video. Now to match the sky, we have to change our level lighting too. So select our directional light and use temperature. Set it to a bit warmer, and this will also change our sky color. If you want to change this grass color, you can also change this. Just go to Megascans and your grass folder. Select the semi-grass clumps. Now our grass matches our landscape. To change the faraway grass, also select this. See how beautiful it looks. If you work more, you can also make it more better. It takes a very long time to make a good level, and I can't exactly create a good level in this short tutorial for you. So I have shown you the basic procedure of how I created my level, and now you can use this same method and create your beautiful level too. After you have created your satisfactory level, go to the content drawer or folder, any folder. Now right click, create the cinematics and create a level sequence. Name it anything, open it. Click on this camera here and you will create a camera. Change this to DSLR. Change these settings to change the frame to a wider frame. Add the first keyframe. I suggest to keep camera movement very slow during this. Now add a key here. Then go to a different setting. Now also add a key here. Now we have created a simple animation, and by using the same method you can learn more about the cinematics and how to take shots using sequencer and camera and create more beautiful shots. After you have created your sequence, click here. You will see this movie render queue option if you have enabled the movie render queue from plugins. If you haven't yet, go to the edit menu, plugins, and enable movie render queue and restart your engine. Now go to the settings, remove this JPEG, add the EXR sequence, change this frame size to whatever size you have put your camera by using focal length. Using the sensor width and height according to this, set this. Now select any location here. If you want to use a different frame rate, use custom frame rates. To edit a custom range of frame, click 0 here. If I want to render from 0 to 150, I have to put 0 here, then 150 here, then click on the accept. Before render, you have to make sure that there is camera cuts are added. You can also check this playback by going to camera cut. So if there are no camera cuts, go to this camera option and add the camera actor and cut will be added. Then only you have to press the render button. When you press render, it will start rendering the sequence. You can see our simple animation is starting to render. Now these are image render files. You have to add these image files to your editing software and then create a video from it. I am going to show how to create this using DaVinci Resolve. Select all of the files, bring it to the DaVinci Resolve, and now you can see this is become a video. And you can see the colors have become more better in render than in our actual level. So if you work for many hours, then you can create a very beautiful scene just like I created in my speed level design video. So now name it, set the location. You can change this setting to anything you want. Keep the resolution as the image resolution you rendered for. Keep the frame rate for your frame rate whichever you want to set. This is the video bitrate. You can set it to best for maximum settings. Now add to render queue. Press render all and our video has started to render. Now our video has rendered here. This looks blurry because we didn't set the camera settings and focus settings properly. But whenever you create the scene, you have to set everything properly and it can take very long time. If you have any more questions, you can ask in comment section.